They'll be calling you a radical, so it's been confirmed by the UN just now. Reuters reporting it. So they're going to tell us the full truth, like they did Fukushima. So the UN is confirming what I told you yesterday. Buildings have been struck, spent fuel building hit. They report it as nuclear waste building. Those are spent fuel pools. Uranium standing on the state line, turning uranium-238 into holy wine 235. There's more fucking weapons-grade plutonium there than probably anywhere on fucking Earth. Y12 on Balco. So you can flee from me. You can fucking run. Just answer me this, all you sheep shit show fucking freaks. Run around to your contemporaries, freaking hairsprayed. You can watch TV. Oh, it's horrible what's going on in Ukraine. Okay, you act like that when the doctor tells you you're headed to a bone marrow transplant center. You have acute cancer. Go ahead and act like that and see where it gets you. So, the elephant's in the fucking room. I'm the guy that named it the Big Z. I've been all over that fucking nightmare forever. So, that's by definition a nuclear disaster. So, how will we know? Oh, the UN's going to go in and inspect it. Okay, sure they are. I believe them. And we want more nuclear energy. Yay, yay. Keep Diablo Canyon open, all of them. Yay, we love nuclear energy. Propaganda everywhere. And I'll say this, I've been saying this for fucking decades. Everybody that's gone along with this, you branded yourself in fucking history. But so did I. You know? You didn't believe me on Fukushima. The day it happened, I'm screaming, these are full blown out fucking meltdowns. There's been a nuclear disaster in Fukushima. The media is going to circle the wagons. They're going to lie. And everybody, Arnie Gundershill in my freaking site every day. No, Kevin, these are Arnie Gundershill works for the nuclear industry. Helen Caldicott's a secondhand movie star book writer. She is not an anti-nuclear. She's a freaking propagandist for herself. That's her own ex-husband. Chris Busby says, it's clear over there. The Pacific Ocean's a big place. It'll dilute. He's a propagandist that works for the industry. Hello. Look, if you're contemporaries, you're on TV. They're not going to put you on Zarty. Remember I used to go on Zarty? I invented the Million Mass March on the Fukushima disaster and the murder of Daniel Wolf. It's just 7 million people. Did you see that one on TV? Zarty, right? And they're really Russian. Remember, I'm the first guy that told you. Jill Stein Green? Who do you think got her freaking stock portfolio out there? He says, she's a KGB. Come on, her dad freaking. And then the pictures show up with her. With who? Putin and General Flynn. Hunter Biden, General Flynn, Manafort. When are you going to wake up and realize blue imperialists, red, they're the same fucking team. Well, bummer dumber, I got to tell you, I don't know what Hanford is. Look, the cover-up of Fukushima caused this. The cover-up of Fukushima is going to cause the nuclear disaster at Diablo Canyon. It's only a matter of time. TikTok. That thing should have been closed fucking years ago, which they announced it by law was supposed to be closed. They're running on a fucking expired license. They come right out and says we're closing, but no, the propaganda freaking pom-pom nuclear cover-up Fukushima. Look, you don't have to be a nuclear physicist, which I am. You don't have to be a biologist, which I am. Look, if you're at contemporaries and you're teaching at a university, which I used to be, the #1 school of business in the United States. What? Oh, what? Oh, the what a CEO of GE? Oh, now I'm putting the dots together. Yeah, I run the program. Just the #1 school of business in the United States, not by opinion, by testing for years and years. I ran that whole show. Why do you think I got blackballed? Ask Paul McKay Brody. Ask Watt Masaka. Ask Trevon Smith. I'm the world's foremost expert on this. I wrote paper after paper after paper that a Mach 1, Mach 2 could not handle a 7.8 shape. The cores would fracture, and this genie's at it. And I will quote Albert Einstein, my mentor, Albert Einstein. By the way, I like this dude. Where's the Bolsheviks when you fucking need them? Isn't he from Ukraine? What's going on in Ukraine? the military-industrial complex went off to Afghanistan to kill the Taliban when nobody from Afghanistan laid a hair on anybody in freaking New York. I'll be in New York on Tuesday. I got a lot of work to do. Sure could use some funding, but hopefully run and give your money to crypto. Maybe you can run over and give it to Bankman Fried. Maybe you could send, all of you rich people, because you don't get cancer, right? It's going to save you. You don't get leukemia. Tell that to Paul Allen. So you don't get it all, you celebrity athletes. I'm Stephen Curry. I'm freaking Tom Brady. Maybe you can run and give your money to Elizabeth Holmes or Bankman Fried or your crypto scam. And let's see how that. Now, by the way, this is an unarguable fact, and I don't do documentary. The capitalistic rope, as he used to call it. Trotsky, they'll give you enough to hang yourself. I don't do opinion. I lived in a bone marrow transplant center for 5 years. Lived there. They're probably the number one in the world. Brutal, hardcore, nasty. In there with the hardcore of the hardcore cases, sucked up to nothing. People that are rich don't do well with leukemia. They do not do well. That letter that Steve Jobs got leaked out, and he's supposed to just going off on himself. I couldn't pay somebody to fight cancer for me. Rob, I had teams of doctors. I forked over $1 million worth of Tesla stock in 2011. I bought it at the IPO at $800,000. I guess it wasn't meant to be, and well, it's probably for the best because I sure wouldn't want to be involved with that dirt bag. Another freaking imperialist. Bezos. Look up Jeff Bezos' grandfather. Just look him up, guys. The original DOE propagandist. It's disgusting. I asked Rob, do you think Steve Jobs freaking wrote that letter? You were with him at the end. Yeah. No doubt in my mind he wrote that letter. Rich people don't do well with... But you, all you celebrity athletes, yay, I'm Tom... Now it's coming out Tom Brady's and his psycho wife's foundation. They didn't give any of their money to charity. It's just a loophole scam. I mean, they're creeps. When are you going to realize these... I mean, we're worshiping these Stephen Curry in his boat. I mean, it's disgusting. When there's a nuclear disaster happening in the Pacific Ocean, Kevin Blanche had to document the tide pools because the Marine... I'm at San Diego State. I'm at Cal Berkeley. I'm at Stanford. The Marine Biologist Department, I'm an elitist. Okay. I'm Elizabeth Holmes. I'm going to study biology. No, I'm going to rip you off criminology. I'm Bankman Fried. I'm freaking born on Stanford. What about your Marine Biology Department? I'm a butcher, what's a cow? I'm a baker, what's a cake? I'm a marine biologist. I'm a zoologist. I'm a science professor at Weber State University. What's Fukushima? You branded yourself in history. There's a nuclear disaster going on. In Ukraine, we'll find out when the wind shifts. Listen, the only people that ever report, the only proper monitor system is in Scandinavia, Sweden and Norway. They're the ones that will always report this. Tsar Bomba. The United States, I can prove this. Gina McCarthy, she's claiming Tsar. I thought we didn't have kings. She was head of Radnet when Fukushima happened. Remember? I videoed them tearing down the freaking Radnet dish at Weber State. Videoed them doing it off the science building that I went to. Turn it off. Google took it down, YouTube. I videoed the reactor inside Ukraine on the Western Front surrounded by freaking rebels threatening to blow it out. Google took it down. You think the UN's going to tell you? Mainstream media? YouTube vloggers and bloggers, all we hear is radio goo-goo radio. You got one person on earth. I want to ask you, who told you about the truth about Fukushima? The day it happened and every day since. This is the greatest event in human history. Kettle me, I'll kettle. Internet kettling, I invented all these terms. Kevin Blanche did. The world's foremost expert by far. There's a nuclear disaster going on there. They're admitting when the UN themselves, which is nothing more than the nuclear energy propaganda. I have the Blanche box at the UN in Vienna. I'm there all the time. Freaking doing my work. That place is so corrupt. They deal in cash. Go inside there. I got arrested in there just going on the public hearing. I'm like, what are you talking about? I've registered for the public hearing. You're not going in here anywhere. In handcuffs. It took Austrian police to save me. And I'm the guy that freaking settled the score of a decades-long fight where Austrian property starts and UN property begins. I settled that score. The Blanche box. The work I've done is so historic, it's incredible. Why do you think no? And everybody flees? Look, I could prove it because we live in a country of cowards and weaklings. This country's a bunch of cowards and weaklings. Simple. I mean, Johnny got his gun. Hate thy neighbor, covet thy neighbor's wall guards, and call it Christianity. Up is down, black is white, wrong is right. Freak show, selfishness plague, weakling plague, coward plague. It's disturbing. I'm a crypto god. Okay. By the way, crypto just creeped under 16, headed to 4,000 soon. Yay. Fucking freaks. I lived in the bone marrow transplant center for all those years. I was head of the support group till COVID happened. I'm with people. Their family, I can't believe. 80-something% of people that used to go in there, now the survival rate's getting much better. They go in there, die. I was in there with a beautiful young woman from Ukraine. My mate, born and raised Kiev, she died in 2000, January 11th, of leukemia. That's what you do over there. Don't want to live like a Chernobyl refugee. Don't want to live like a Ukrainian refugee. Don't want to live like a Fukushima refugee. Don't want to live like a Los Angeles, California, TikTok, Diablo Canyon refugee. People won't sit with their loved ones as they're dying. They won't do it. I'm telling you, it blows my mind. I mean, I held my dad's hand as he died from this brutal disease after being here. I held Annika's hand as she died of this brutal disease. I didn't realize what a bunch of cowards this country is. I can't believe this is happening to me. This is wife's husband, Brad. No, it's not happening to you. It's happening to them. And if you don't think I know, I was going in and out of a fucking coma. What a compelling story. It's going to give you leukemia. It's going to give you Fukushima. I'm on every radio show in the country till they circle the wagons. I'm everywhere. I'm in New York. I'm all over. I'm on every freaking... That's back when alternative media was the shit, before Alex Jones ruined it, destroyed it, and Donald Trump ruined it and destroyed it. The counterculture movement just ripped it to shreds by design. I'll never forgive any of those scumbags for what they did. Alex Jones and Jeff Remsen, all of them got rich off Kevin Blanchard's back. Now you think about all these people. I wouldn't do interviews. Remember I wouldn't do interviews? They just crop and chop and fuck up everything I got to say. I used to be the go-to guy on KSL from hell. Now the propaganda scum. Won't say the F word. I refused for years. Finally, in February 2013, after I'd come out of the bone marrow, I said, okay, I'll lift my moratorium. I did 90 interviews in 60 fucking days. 90. And said, fuck some of them. Podcast. Fuck. I was everywhere, everything. Oh, you. I don't do commentary. I have a network. I've developed over the freaking many years because everybody knows that I'm the real deal. I'm not Keldicott. I'm not Busby. I'm not Arnie Gundershield. I'm not all the fake propagandists on TV. We're going to interview someone. No. I don't play that fucking way. No, I'm the real fucking thing. There's a nuclear disaster going on in Ukraine right here, right now. The UN is admitting that a fucking spent fuel fucking building was struck. Well, what do you think happens when a spent fuel fucking... What do you think, they're just going to run in there and fix it? You can't fix it. They're called Zerk fires. Spent fuel's active. They have to be cool. The water runs off and then it comes into a visible fire. It's radioactive. We're not going to find out until the windshield because there's no monitor. Who's going to tell us? Answer me this. If Fukushima doesn't prove to you, who's going to tell you? RT? NBC? CBS? Alex Jones? Jeff? Who's going to tell you? Who's going to tell you? YouTube vloggers? Look what they promote. I was just thinking about this yesterday. So the Weber State Snapgate thing, by the way, they got screwed by the committee and put Montana in. I mean, that's corrupt. Everything's corrupt in this country. The selection committees are corrupt. Everything's corrupt. What isn't corrupt? There's a kid it's got like 444,000. I'm live at the game doing a video on the same thing he's talking about, and my video is beautiful. It's incredible. The Hail Mary. And he's talking about Buffalo and calling it Weber State, and it's got 444,000. It's like the worst video I ever saw. Mine's like one of the most beautiful things you ever seen. It's got 683 views. You kettle me, I'll kettle you, because I did the unforgiven. Never free. God, I can't believe I'm still in this fucking anti-nuclear prison. Just telling the greatest truth in fucking human history. And look what I get for it. Slandered, attacked. The DOE actually hired team. I proved it. I went to the FBI. I proved it. There were fucking dozens of YouTube sites and Facebook, dozens of them. Most of them are gone now, but there's still some of them hanging around. 100% dedicated to slandering Kevin Blanch. Dozens of them. Especially in 2013, we traced it down. They were all hired by the NEI, which is the arm of the Department of Energy. My own government. Well, they nuked my father to death in the Nevada test site and lied about that. Never gave my mom and dad. You downwinders get a check. The atomic veterans that fucking, they didn't get anything. They never got 5 fucking cents. My mom didn't get anything. She got fucking a dead husband. They got nothing. Nothing. They own this. If this didn't prove it, who owns the fucking media? Who owns the whole fucking sham? How can you possibly? We're afraid of nuclear meltdowns. We're afraid of nuclear until they happen. Speak no nuclear energy evil. See no nuclear energy evil. Hear no nuclear energy evil. The nuclear energy fucking emperors, they have no fucking clothes. There's a fucking nuclear disaster going on right here, right now, and that's not my words, the UN's. A nuclear waste building has been struck. Quotes from the UN, reported by the fucking Queen's mouthpiece, Reuters. So, you know how panty-painted diluted that is. One word, all you fucking pro-nuclear pieces of shit. Fukushima. Stand